Hey guys, it's koolysmiley, and I haven't done a favorites video in like 3 or 4 months. So I'm bringing it back because I know you guys liked it a lot, but we were diving headfirst in the Halloween content, so it didn't really make sense. But you know what? It's time to bring it back. If you guys haven't seen one of my favorites videos before, welcome to my channel. You must be new, and that's totally cool, and I'm so glad you're here. How are you doing? How's your day going? We like to do this at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month as like this was what I liked last month. This is the favorite things that I did, felt, seen, saw, experienced last month. But it's been a while, so this isn't just an October favorites. This is an August, September, and October favorites video. I'm gonna try to keep it quick though. First thing on my favorites list is my brand new hammock. I bought a hammock when I went to Colorado to visit some of my friends so that I could relax in the forest and whatnot, but I knew that I was spending the money. I needed to make sure I made use of it even when I came back home. So sometime in September or August, I decided to put it in my backyard, and let me tell you, that was the best decision I've ever made. I journal out there. I drink my coffee out there. I wait for Isley to go potty out there on my hammock, and it's so relaxing. I'll turn on some lo-fi, I'll hang out, I'll swing back and forth, and Isley will do her thing, and I swear it's like my safe place now. Best decision I've ever made. Honestly, the theme of the last few months have been making my house a home and like rearranging and nesting and feeling like I'm in a safer place. So my number 2 thing on the list is rearranging my bedroom. I completely rearranged it. I moved the bed across the room to the other side. We switched things up. I added some new decorations, some new wall hangings. So basically my bedroom went from being this random bedroom that never really felt finished to probably being the coziest room in my house. Third thing on my list is Canada. I went to Canada to watch my best friend get married and say her vows to the love of her life in the middle of this mountainous, beautiful place while snow slowly fell behind them. And my God, it was so beautiful and romantic. I swear to goodness gracious. But I will say, I about froze my right tit off. Didn't need to say it, but I told you anyway. Yes, my best friend got married in the mountains. It was gorgeous. It was a great time. And not only that, but we actually turned it into a hiking trip as well and a road trip. We drove 10 hours from one side of Canada to another side of Canada so that we can see different peaks. It was honestly one of the coolest vacations I've ever been on, and my second time ever going out of the country by myself. Officially. And when I say by myself, obviously I wasn't by myself, but without family or without close relatives. And not only that, it was actually my first time ever driving a car outside of the country. I had to rent a car to get where we were going. Plus, I was one of the people who drove for the road trip. So it was like a whole thing. And let me tell you, it felt liberating. The first drive of the trip, I was by myself. And I had to do that on my own. And it was just something that I'm sure other people have experienced before, but I don't know, it just felt so freeing. I had a great time. Canada was beautiful. I'm so glad I went. Next thing on my list was actually something you guys have seen before and something I packed in my bags for Canada. My new combat boots from Killstar. Not sponsored. They're super messy, which I think pays tribute to how much I've worn them. This is on my favorites list because these are the shoes that I've worn the most. Period. Ever since I bought them, I always go for these before I go for any of the other shoes in my wardrobe. They're scratched, scuffed, dirty, but they're so comfortable, y'all. They're so comfortable and they're so cute and they make me feel like a badass. The night before Halloween, I went out with some of my friends, and you guys know my friend Hannah. She's a lot shorter than I am. I put these on and I picked her up and she was like, I forget how tall you are every time I hang out with you. And I'm like, I'm wearing combat boots. I'm not actually this tall. These make me feel powerful, y'all. I feel like you can take these shoes and you can dress up any outfit or dress down any outfit based on how you wear them. And I think that's my most favorite thing about these is they've made all of my outfits much more versatile than they already were. Now, you guys know that the past few months I have been fully embracing the Halloween spirit for October, kind of leading up to Halloween in itself. But that's the next thing on my list is just embracing Halloween to its fullest. Halloween's always been my favorite holiday. Spooky shit, horror, jump scares, all that jazz. It's always been my favorite. And for some reason, there was always something. There was always a little thing holding me back from fully embracing it. But this year, nothing was holding me back. I was like, you know what? We're going to let this soothe our mental health. We're gonna let this be our personality trait. We're gonna have the best time we've ever had this Halloween season. And you know what? We did! I'm so proud of my editor. I'm so proud of my thumbnail artist. I'm so proud of myself for how hard we've worked in the past 3 months. And not only that, but how much fun we had. And this leads me to, I'm kind of gonna go through some things, but the next thing on my list is just the YouTube content in itself. This has been my favorite few months of making YouTube content. It felt like I was on a roll, felt like I was having the best time ever. I'm so grateful for how things have been, and I'm grateful for you guys for watching it and having it as much fun as I have. I love making this kind of content for you guys. It was just so fun to film and create. I felt like I was scratching this creative itch that I hadn't been scratching or expressing in a very long time, and I want to say thank you for that. This actually leads me to the next thing on my list, which is getting back into cosplay. Y'all, the Panny D kind of put all of my creative expression to a halt, like all of it. There was no point in making cosplay because I wasn't going to any conventions. I wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't see any professional photographers. But slowly over time, I realized, well, I guess I got to take the pictures on my own and I got to create the content on my own. But I forgot about cosplay along the way. And this past spooky season, I got back into it. I started creating again and I found myself again. It feels so good to be doing cosplay again and I want to keep doing it. I had a stretch goal on stream recently of followers. If we hit a certain amount of followers in a certain stream, I was going to do a Poison Ivy cosplay and we did. So I will be working on a Poison Ivy cosplay very soon. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to see that on YouTube or if I should just do that on my own. But I will say this is in my favorites video because making a cosplay on YouTube was never something I had considered as an option. And our video of making the Midsummer cosplay together was one of the most fun videos I've ever made. Like, I can't stop rewatching it. I'm just so proud of that project. So I want to do more of it. If you guys want to see more cosplay crafting vlogs, let me know. Now we're gonna get on to more pop culture stuff. You guys already know about this. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but it's on my list because it took up a whole day of my life where I cried, I was anxious, I was upset, I was having a great time, I laughed. I felt every emotion possible. Yeah, I watched Squid Game in a day. I had a great time. I love Squid Game. It might be one of my favorite shows that I've watched in the Panda Express. Squid Game's really dope. If you haven't watched it yet, I implore you to watch it. This next thing on my list I've kept on the down low. I haven't told anybody I watched this because sometimes when I talk about watching animes on stream, people accidentally spoil stuff for me. So now when I watch things, I kind of keep it quiet until I'm done so I can finally tell you that I finally watched Toradora. I watched Toradora, broke my own heart. I knew it was gonna break my heart. But why did I watch it? I don't know. I felt like being sad. Anyway, I will say, without spoiling anything, I related heavily to 2 characters. The main character, Taiga, but also her best friend, Meterine. Meterine. I relate heavily to both of them for so many reasons, and I think that's why I really enjoyed the show. It took me a minute to get into it. There's a lot of like tropes that I see in animes that do upset me a little bit because they are a bit misogynistic and a bit pedophilic. Sorry, but it's true. So there were some moments of that I didn't love, but the underlining tone of the show and those 2 characters in particular spoke a lot to me, and I had a great time watching it. Next on my list, let's talk video games. We have been playing Animal Crossing. The new update for Animal Crossing came out and the DLC, Happy Home Paradise, and I have not been able to put the game down. As soon as Halloween was over, I started playing Animal Crossing on stream, and we haven't touched a scary game since. I've only played Animal Crossing. I'm addicted. I had a TikTok go semi-viral of me playing, and I don't know, man. Like, it's my whole life now. Animal Crossing is my life again. It's taken me back to the beginning of the parallelogram when everybody was still like kind of having fun. It felt like we were all on vacation and then we were all just playing games online together. And it's so nice to play this game while I'm streaming and to ask in chat, hey, put a hand up in chat if you're also playing the game while watching me play it. And like everybody's putting their hand up. It's like we're all sitting on one big couch, having one big LAN party and just hanging out. I'm having the best time. I really needed something to reimburse my love for Animal Crossing, and it happened, and I'm so thrilled to be making more Animal Crossing content again. Another video game that I have played recently in the past few months that I'm obsessed with are the Dark Picture games, the anthology that came out after Until Dawn by the same creators. They made Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes. So far, we've played Man of Medan and we've played Little Hope, and we're playing House of Ashes, I think this weekend after you guys see this. Let me know if you guys want to see those playthroughs on my YouTube channel, but I love them. I loved Until Dawn so much. To this day, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I've always wanted to get to re-experience it for the first time because I remember the intense love I felt for that game. It was just so cool and interesting, and the ability to kill everyone, save everyone. One thing I've learned with Man of Medan, there's so many different options, and they're also multiplayer. Until Dawn was always single player, but these Dark Picture games, you can play with a friend, and you both get to make choices that'll make the decisions that will decide whether you save the characters or kill them. I played Man of Medan with my friend Sammy, had an amazing time, played Little Hope by myself solo on stream, and then on Halloween, we actually played Man of Medan again, but we decided to purposefully kill everyone. And fun fact, it's actually harder to kill everyone when you're doing it on purpose. I don't know why. I almost failed at killing everyone, but I didn't. I got them all, and it was a blast. I'm super duper looking forward to playing House of Ashes, and we're also going to replay Little Hope this weekend, kill everyone, and then once I'm done with House of Ashes, I assume we'll probably do a playthrough where we kill everyone in that too. It sounds so bad out of context, but it's like a thing. It's slightly therapeutic. We don't need to talk about it. Let's move on. Second to last thing on my list has been my favorite thing when it comes to self-care, treating myself, and feeling good about my skin. So when I was in Seattle a few months ago, I went to Sephora and I was like, hey, I have really sensitive skin. All these skincare products that I see people talking about on TikTok and social medias, they don't feel good on my skin. I usually break out. I feel stiff. I feel pain. I feel hives, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm allergic to everything. I don't know what to do, but I also don't feel like I have anything to clean my face with. So the girl that was working at Sephora was like, hey, we have a line that is really minimal ingredients. And she was like, so it's probably great for sensitive skin. So I said, fuck it. Let's try it. And this is not an ad. I'm not sponsored, but I have to talk about it for my sensitive skinned folks in the comment section. You guys deserve to know about this product. They have a line at Sephora called Youth to the People, and you can buy it in sets that will tell you the steps on how to do them. One of the things I really like about this product, not just the fact that it's good for my skin and it's minimal ingredients, it's ethical, it's good for the environment, vegan, and not tested on animals. Also, all of the containers are glass and you can buy refills for them. I started off with just the face wash. I didn't see results right away, but I think that's normal. And I do feel like it took a minute for my skin to get used to it. I've been using these two products for probably 3 months now, and this is the best my skin has ever looked or felt. I recently added the third step, which is the 15% vitamin C Cleanse Caffeine Energy Serum. And this step of the skincare routine, you do in between the two. So every morning I wash my face with this, and then before I put on my moisturizer, I will put this on my skin. This serum in particular is the reason that the skincare routine is on my favorites. This makes my skin feel so woken up, if that makes sense. I have insomnia, and I don't sleep well most nights, and most mornings I wake up feeling like my face is puffy and tired. And this right here, it makes my face feel like, and then all of a sudden my face feels fucking amazing. It doesn't feel tight or stiff. It just feels like, oh, hey, you're awake now. It's morning. My dark circles under my eyes disappear. I love this shit. Then you finish it up with the lotion. This smells amazing. It's not like a fragrance. It just smells fresh and clean. And I love it. I love it so much. I put this on 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how I'm feeling. It's getting really dry here in Texas. It usually does this time of year. So that's why I've been doing it so much. I go through this way faster than I go through the other stuff, but I love it. And the last thing, but absolutely not least, on my list is my gratitude journal. I love journaling. I've been a big journaler, especially ever since I started therapy. But I saw my friend, who goes by Dalt Wisney on Twitch, had a stream gratitude journal. I saw that he was writing down the things that happened on stream that made him happy, that made him feel good. And I said, I need to do that. I do that every day in my daily life, but I rarely talk about stream stuff, and streaming is a huge part of my life. I started this cute little gratitude journal on Halloween, so this is actually technically not a October thing. This is a November thing. I mean, it's only been a few days, and it's just filled with names and quotes and things that happen on stream that remind me why I'm grateful for what I do. This has made my mental health so much better. Sometimes I have a hard time articulating how grateful I am for you guys, for my job, for how things have gone, for this community that we've cultivated. I feel like I can't articulate it. And now that I have this, I'm not just putting into words how grateful I am. You guys get to see every stroke I make with my pen is a moment of me being grateful, and you guys get to see that, and I get to feel it. And I can look at this every day and be reminded of how great this community that we've cultivated together is. This is my new favorite thing on stream, and I'm so grateful that Dalt had the idea to do it. By the way, I asked him if I could steal his idea, and he was super cool about it. I have a gratitude journal that I write in every day that I just write down like things I'm grateful for at the beginning of the day. And that's separate, but it does wonders to the brain. I swear to God. Man, I have so much to be grateful for. I have so much to be happy about. Life is weird and challenging, but I think we all do have so many things to be happy for. We have these things that make life a little bit more pleasant every day. Let me know some of your favorite things that you've had, done, experienced, etc. in the past few months in the comment section below. And we're going to get back to doing this once a month. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell button if you want to be notified when there's new videos in your subscription feed. And I will see you guys on the YouTubes later. Let's talk about our favorite things together, friends.